Hey, and I know you spoke about, I asked you a few weeks ago when you guys first got involved in OTAs, players that stuck out to you. You highlighted Dalvin Cook. No surprise there.
Yeah.
But, upon finishing OTAs and now getting ready for mini camp, is there another player that kind of have stuck out to you like, yo, I mean, this guy could really be a big asset for what we're trying to do during the season? Is there another guy that have caught your eye?
Um, yeah, it's a couple guys, man. Xavier Woods, which
Safety. Yep.
yeah, been really good with us, man. Just a seasonal vet, always gonna be where he needs to be, gonna make the right checks, gonna make the right calls, just a smooth criminal. He don't know this yet, but I call him Daddy Smooth, man, because he don't say the words, but when he out there, he's always where he needs to be. And my second player, this is no surprise, watching him from afar for so many years and being able to grow up with him was Justin. I think I told Harrison this maybe like 3 days ago. I was like, man, that Justin, he get it, man. And I think we talked about it, not before I was even his teammate when we had him on the episode. You could just tell he's one of those guys that get it, comes into work. He's a pro. I mean, very efficient in practice. Just a guy that seems like he's been in the league for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
And that's very rare that you can see a second year, that you can look at a second year player and be like, damn, he's been here before, but he really hasn't. And that's just a credit to his family, obviously the way he go about his business and what he wants his career to be. I mean, you can tell he wants to be special. He loves the game.
Big things.
And he loved coming to work every day. I tell you this, in minicamp, this one I knew Justin wanted to get good. So our last day of OTAs I think it was Thursday. Justin didn't want to go at no other corner but me.
Really?
That's my first time I ever got called out. I was on the bench. I just got a rep done. We had just won a rep, maybe three or two reps. Me and him went, and we were just doing releases.
Yeah.
He put his helmet on and said, "Yo, Pat, I need you." I said, "All right, okay."
Okay, yeah.
And I strapped up, and I gave him the look that, that he wants, because, he wants to get better. And just seeing that, hearing that, being around him every day is a pleasure, because I've seen that when he was a kid. Like we talked about before, like I've seen him since he was 11, 12 years old, and he always had that about him. And not to be his teammate, Justin the real deal.
You got to love that. We re-released the Justin Jefferson episode last week, and we asked viewers to comment how many touchdowns they think Jefferson will have in 2021. Everyone said over 10.
Yeah, I'm gonna say 10 plus.
He had 7 last year. You're saying at least 10.
10 plus.
No doubt. I think that's a doable number.
Yeah,
it's a doable number. And I can tell you this much: if he continues to go in the direction we believe he will go in, he can easily jump into that top 10 wide receiver conversation.
Hey, Mac, go back. You remember when we was talking about releases and running routes, right?
Yep.
With Justin.
Yep.
Dog, he ran a route on me, right? So I had to ask him, like, what was that route? Like tell me, like, what was that? It was in the red zone. But he sold it so well to where I didn't know what route it was. It was just like a Dino, but he sold the out so well to where, because it was in the red zone. It was in the red zone. I think it was like plus 15, maybe. He had a cut split. And, most of the time when receivers run like that angle out,
yeah,
they're trying to get on a cut split. They're trying to get back to the DB's outside shoulder, because that's where the most room the quarterback can throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We was in I can't remember what coverage we was in, but I had a middle field safety.
So you had a safety inside of you?
Yes, I had a safety inside of me at the 15-yard line. And he sold the out so well. I still was in position, but he sold the out so well and it was with his feet. It wasn't even with his eyes. Most receivers, look this way.
Yeah.
Trying to, throw off the what's name. But he sold it so well to where when he came to me, when the red zone, obviously we know we got to be slow, because we protecting the goal line.
No question.
But he ran up to me on a little bit of a stem outside to the bottom of the numbers. And he almost hit like a Euro step. It literally was like a Euro step, man. I kid you not. He went out, came back. No, so I'm sorry. He went in and went out for a hard 2 steps and came back
in?
Yes. So after practice, I was like, yo, Jay.
So it's basically he had a cut split, which is a tight split. He outside release to your outside shoulder, like he's gonna run an out or a fade ball. Hit you with an in, hit you with an out, and then hit you right back with an in. So it was like a skin. It was like a quick. It was a skinny.
Yeah, man, it was a Dino. They call it a Dino.
Dino. Oh yeah. Yeah. Post. It's that post corner post.
Yes,
that's what it is. That post corner post.
It was like it was. I was like, man, you really got me. Like he I mean, he didn't get me because I was under the route and I had safety inside, but I was so ready to break on that out route to where it was like, damn, like the way he gave me like three moves in one.
So let me understand this. So basically, because like you said, most wide receivers, they either give you their head. The head placement to look to kind of get you off your leverage, or they get you with the shoulders. He literally got you with his legs.
Man, it was like, I kid you not, Mac. It was like the Euro.
But it's an unorthodox style of running routes. And remember, I mentioned that to him when he was on the show. When you watch him run routes, he runs routes that they're not usually a coaching method for other wide receivers.
Right.
He run routes the only way that he can run routes. He's the only man that can run routes how he runs routes because it's not an orthodox style.
Right.
It's all. And remember, I told you he has a lot. He has a lot of Stevie Johnson in him.
I was just about to say that. Stevie Johnson, Keenan Allen, and Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
League of their own when it comes to like they really brought basketball to the football field.
No question.
Kid you not.
Yeah. All of his routes looks like he's dribbling a basketball.
Right.
And you just mentioned it. Yeah. Keenan Allen is almost like Justin Jefferson's a mixture of Keenan Allen and Stevie Johnson with his route running ability. Perfect. And what you just said, he hit you with that in, out, in, and didn't utilize his head or his shoulders, utilized his legs.
And another crazy thing, if I didn't break stride, Mac.
Oh, it was in stride.
In stride.
Oh, so you got to react fast. And if the ball is placed where it's supposed to be placed at correctly, it's a touchdown.
Yep.
Unless you guess correctly. That's the thing. If you guess, you better be right.
Got to be right.
And just hope that's not a perfect pass. Man, that's unique right there. But yeah, he has an unorthodox style of running routes that he only could execute. And he's been executing it for a long, long time. And that's why he's so successful. And that's why he's so hard to cover, because he's running routes in a way that we're not used to seeing.
Right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not like we're not used to seeing like bang bang type routes. It's almost like he's setting you up to cross you over. And he does. And you know who also has that little crossover game also? Devontae Adams.
Yes.
He has a little bit of that in him as well. The basketball to the football field.
But his is more like in the red zone. Like he's more like he get more crafty in the red zone because he understands that DBs are playing with leverage and we're using the sideline and other things for protection. So he does a great job in the red zone of selling that fade route, coming back down to the front pylon. He do a great job of, selling that slant and coming back down to the pylon. Like Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest back shoulder throwers, probably one of the best placement throwers that I've ever been around. So it's better for him in the red zone. But as far as when he's in the field, he's a little bit more, traditional. But in that red zone, that's when he get a little crafty.